aloha, aiana naua, kamakani, kaulana o kaina, a'ue ho ohena nei, kamakani, kai aloha.
Ku'upua kulei, ku'umili mili e, ku'ulei, kaui kawe kiu. Ahe mili mili oe, ahe hiva hiva na'u, ahe lei, mauno ku'ukino. Ahe lei, mauno ku'ukino.
Aloha, aiana naua, kamakani, kaulana o kaina, a'ue ho ohena nei, kamakani, ka'iwi aloha. Ku'upua kulei, ku'umili mili ei, ku'ulei, kaui kawe kiu. Ahe mili mili oe, ahe iwa iwa na'u, ahe lei, mauno ku'ukino. Ahe lei, mauno ku'ukino. Ahe lei, mauno
Everybody do this in your screen. This is a sign of applause.
That was so beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm almost in tears, actually.
What I want to
So
encourage,
touching. Thank you so much.
what we should have, for those of you that are not familiar with Zoom, you can put it on Galaxy View.
Gallery.
Okay. Gallery, Galaxy. Gallery view. And it's that picture that looks like all the different dots, like 9 dots across. So you can see everybody that's here. And then the active speaker view is if you see us on your full screen. Sorry, you got to see us on your full screen, but oh well. At least I won't brush my teeth.
I smell okay.
Anyway, thank you everybody for being here. And Vern and Vince, if you'd like to tell us a little bit about, I know we read your bio, but even before your group, Hunavai, you folks were involved with music prior to that. So tell us a little bit about that.
Sure, yes. We were part of the Kapalakika Hawaiian band out of San Francisco, run by the late Saichi Kawahara, bless him. And so we learned, we played and gigged around with them for a good 6 years, touring all over California, my brother and I, with a bunch of other great musicians that have passed through, hundreds of musicians that passed through Kapalakiko, if you have been part of that or seen them. And so after that, we started Hunavai, based in Santa Cruz. And since then, we've been playing on and off, when our schedules allow. But it's really nice to see everybody on the show today, on the Nani and Keith show.
And we've been doing Kanikapila on Zoom, and connecting with the cousins. Kathy's here also, and here.
I didn't know they played, and not just play, but play well. And I said, Nani, we got to have them on our show.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. And not knowing that they'd already performed professionally before.
Yeah.
So it's an honor to have you guys on. We're probably going to have you on a future show. I'm just warning you.
Wow.
If you're available, of course.
I look forward to it. I miss performing, and we used to perform a lot for years and years, and kids and jobs and all that stuff. But it's good to play. It's good to see everyone, and everyone is enjoying.
Well, you started this. You started off the performance showcase and jam. Definitely with that spirit of aloha that we're going after, and we appreciate that so much.
There's a chat feature in Zoom, so if you want to even just chat a mahalo to all of our performers as they join in, please do so, and then they'll scroll through the chat, and appreciate you being here. All right.
And again, we ask that all of you stay muted. If you could stay muted. Please mute when you toot. Is that a good one? But yeah, we want to respect the artists that are performing. And so, matter of fact, speaking of the next artist, we're gonna. He knows who he is, but we're gonna let you know who he is before he performs.
Okay, everybody, mute yourselves, please. We'll also do it.
After we read this.
We should make our son Luke co-host so that he can help.
No, don't do that. Not right now.
We can do that.
Not right now.
Yeah, okay, go ahead. Go for it.
All right, award-winning artist and Maui, Hawaii native Neal Chin has been both an ukulele educator and performer over the course of his musical career of 19 years. His clear and direct enthusiasm for music has come to life in countless workshops, concerts, and private instruction. While his heart is in jazz, Neal has played with many musicians of different genres, including Hawaiian, folk, rock, and hip hop.
His contributions to the Akita Project won his first Nā Hoku Hano Hano Award in 2014 before moving up to the Pacific Northwest. Since then, he has been nominated for the Nā Hoku Hano Hano Award for Ukulele Album of the Year 2 years consecutively for ukulele paintings and The Spotless Mind in 2017 and 2018. He also started his own ukulele practice in the Pacific Northwest and has toured from Vancouver Island, British Columbia to Milwaukee to his home state, Hawaii. Neal currently lives, teaches, and performs in Seattle, Washington. And I want to mention one more thing. Monday mornings, if you want to start out your Monday with ukulele, check into his live stream.
Ukulele and joy.
Yeah.
You're going to feel better about yourself, guaranteed.
Yeah. So, and Neal, you can tell us what time that happens, but I've enjoyed that. And yeah, so
now here he is, Neal Chin.
Hey, aloha everyone, and good morning or good evening. I guess it's morning here for me, but yes, my name is Neal Chin, and it's a pleasure. I hope you folks can hear me. I got the chat up here on my other monitor, so if you want to come and say hello, I'll be reading that over there, or if you want to hear a particular song. But yes, my name is Neal Chin. I'm a ukulele artist. I live up here in Seattle, and it's a real honor and a pleasure to be here today to share with you some tunes that I really enjoy. I guess before we start, just as Nani and Keith are saying, which, by the way, thank you for having me here today. Yeah, I do a live stream on Monday mornings. We'll get this pitch out of the way, and then we can just play music this way. No, but on Monday mornings at 10 o'clock on my Facebook. Yeah. So if you just, go on Facebook and look up Neal Chin 808, that'll definitely be me. And you'll see me with my uke anyway. So if not, you can look for the big headstock. No, but yeah, come say hello. It's just super casual. And just real fun just to wake up and start the week with some music. So speaking of which, let me play you some fun songs here. This one actually is off of that second record called The Spotless Mind. And this is one of my favorite tunes called The Girl from Ipanema. So hope you enjoy it. Gotta stretch your neck, right? Do you exercise? Stretch your arms, your fingers. You gotta get ready, right? You know, I know all y'all know. Kindred spirits, my friends. Okay, all right. There we go. A little girl from
Thank you,
Ipanema.
Neal. Hey, Neal, your sound is kind of going in and out.
Oh.
Sometimes almost fading all the way out.
Oh, I know exactly what that is. Thank you for mentioning that. Let me change this. One moment, please. Take care of some technical difficulties. That's like half the reason why I got this microphone, is so I can sound like I'm on NPR if I come really close.
We don't want anyone to miss any of your performance.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. There we go. Hopefully that'll be a little bit better. All right. So That's why you got to make faces too at the same time. So just in case the sound cuts out. All right. So, yeah, I grew up on the island of Maui, actually up on the mountain, up in Kula. And that's actually where my folks still are. And I luckily get the chance to go back about once a year, sometimes twice a year to visit my folks. And one of the things that I absolutely love doing, because they're up in Kula, it's not a far drive to drive over to Ulupalakua. And I kind of grew up driving through Keokea and over to Ulupalakua, kind of just to clear my head. It's such a gorgeous part of the island, and it's very tranquil. And I love all the history that's in, of course, Ulupalakua as well. So I'm sure you folks are familiar with this tune. It's a song about Ulupalakua called Ulupalakua, and it talks about the Paniolos, or the Hawaiian cowboys, up in Ulupalakua. All right. And we're going to swing them a little bit. Kaulana mai nei a o Ulupalakua he niki niki ahi ahi ka homea o Paniolo. Very good. Kaulana mai nei a o Ulupalakua he niki niki ahi ahi ka homea o Paniolo. He tehi e ku'ulei a o Ulupalakua no na meta a wapuhi he nani ma'olino. He tehi e ku'ulei a o Ulupalakua ona neku a wapuhi he beauty ma'olino. All right, one more time. Haina mai ka puana a o Ulupalakua he niki niki ahi ka homea o Paniolo. Haina mai ka puana a o Ulupalakua he niki niki ahi ka homea o Paniolo. Yeah, a little Ulupalakua for you folks. Yeah. All right, getting warmed up here. All right.
It kind of goes still a little in and out. I don't know what's going on, but
Still yet.
yeah.
Thanks for
No
the
worries.
heads up. Is it better though? That's good. You know, technology is great when it works, yeah. All right. So let's do something a little bit different here. So one of the things that I love doing on the ukulele is arranging jazz standards for the ukulele. And I have a particular love, I should say, a particular love for ballads. And so I'm going to kind of just weave through this little ballad over here, and we're going to see what happens to it, because there's a couple songs that you can kind of link this one with, which is kind of fun. So we'll do a little bit of that. Yeah, let's see. A little Hoagie Carmichael. This is A Nearness of You. Hey, thanks for the love, everyone. Well, there you There we go. There we go. A little ballad there, a little Nearness of You. No need medley today. That one was, I think, good. So I was in the mood. So one, just as a last thing, I'm kind of watching my time here, and I want to move over for Stephen Inglis, one of my absolute favorite guitar players of all time. And I'm not just saying that because you're here, Stephen, for real. But one of the things, you know, as a ukulele instructor, I can't help but I'm in a room full of ukulele players. I got to tell you something. So one thing that's really fun to do and a really good exercise you can do with your ukulele is just as you play the same songs, play the same exact way that you are playing already, for sure. And you can, of course, grow into something new that, of course, will help you be a better player. But one thing that I would say is please don't be afraid to experiment, and don't be afraid to move your fingers into new places. So if you even if are playing C, F, and G7, you already know where those chords are. Maybe try add an extra finger over on your C chord and see what that chord sounds like. Because sometimes you'll be surprised with what you can kind of find underneath your fingers. And it's oftentimes you don't have to move too far too. So be fearless in your exploration and be creative. And that will be the last thing I'll say today. So thank you very much, everyone. It's been a pleasure and an honor playing for you folks. And you can look me up again. I'm up on Facebook, and you can come join me on Monday mornings. If you want to come and hang out, it's pretty much just like this, real casual, real loose, and kind of talk story too. So I'm reading your chat here. And again, thank you everyone for the love and everything like that. And I'd like to hand it over to Mr. Stephen Inglis now. So thank you, folks.
Can you hear us, Neal?
Now I can. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Not sure what happened. Hey, Stephen.
Hey.
You gotta unmute yourself, brother.
Yep, I think I'm unmuted. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to read something first, okay?
Oh, it's Neal Powell?
Yeah.
Wait.
He's Powell.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Stephen Inglis is a versatile artist. He crosses genres, yet his music always radiates integrity. Born and raised in Honolulu, he is a Grammy-nominated musician. He records and tours with the most respected traditional musicians.
His duet album with legend Dennis Kamakahi, Waimaka Hele Le, won Hawaii's highest music honor, a Nahoku Hano Award, and the CD is on permanent display at the Smithsonian Institution in Washington, D.C.
Right
Wow.
down the street from us. Barely out of his teens, Stephen formed a group with legendary Grateful Dead drummer Bill Wynne. Along with his strong respect for tradition, Stephen is a creative innovator. His album Slackin' on Dylan opened new territory for Slack Key, winning him a Hawaii Music Award.
He has made 3 albums of his own, singer-songwriter originals, acoustic and electric. His latest album, Cut the Dead Some Slack, Grateful Dead interpreted Slack Key style, has been garnering rave reviews worldwide.
Stephen lives the music life to the fullest. He does club gigs, concerts, festivals, touring, and recording. He has played to sold-out crowds at esteemed venues such as the Barns at Wolf Trap and Freight and Salvage in Berkeley. Stephen keeps expanding his music range and is a great collaborator, always open to finding common ground in melody and harmony.
Now here he is, Stephen Inglis.
Well, big mahalo to Keith and Nani for having me. So appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Welcome.
And a huge mahalo to Neal Chin. That was a beautiful set. Neal's actually an amazing guitar player. I've played some electric guitar with him in rock and roll gigs. An incredible oud player. And the brothers Fernandez, love those guys. I used to live in Berkeley for a few years, and one time I moved out of Hawaii, so I used to go down and play in Santa Cruz, and through them I met a great man, our brother Timmy Hunt, who owns the Pono Hawaiian Grill in Santa Cruz. So special place to me. So great crew of people today on the show. Thank you. And aloha to all the DC folks, to Glenn and Donna Hirabayashi, the Ho'opi'is, and everybody over there. So thank you guys. Well, I got my guitar lele. I'm gonna get my full guitar in a second, but I love this instrument. So I'm not a real oud player. It's kind of a cheater. Yeah, it's a 6-string wide neck, but you can kind of get in that world. So it's fun to play this. So let's get going. Thank you guys. Kalino ilo aole ai noi mea ue a paulo Haina mai kapuana no kapua lili leua ahe ipo o no no e o hihi ai no kapana e o hihi ai no kamana Mahalo, guys. Sound okay out there? This is my first gig on Zoom, so cool. And I got you guys in the big view. I got myself in the the angles okay and all that. Good.
Steven, when you move backwards, your voice almost disappears. So
okay, I'll stay put.
When you perform on stage, you're used to moving around a little bit. Here you have to kind of stay semi close to the mic.
Yep.
Yeah. Kind of like eating the mic, right?
Well, I don't know about eating it, but
yeah, almost.
I skipped my vocal mic, but I got my iPad mic, but right on. Well, thank you guys again. Dedicate this to brother Neal Chin from his island of Maui. We'll do this song for you. He aloha no kuali I kanaluha I mai o kanewai me kali poa paua anu makea bakela He aloha no kuali I kanaluha I mai o kanewai me kali poa paua anu makea bakela e ho I kaulu ia hale rose I ka halela ua kai vaino me na iwa e valea I ka hamali e I ka la I la lai lai Nani wailu ai ka e kuki I ka holuna pe o ka lau o ka ni I ko eloha ahi o hai hawai Ukila kila I ka la I la lai lai Haina I amai ana ka puana I ka naluha I mai o ka newai Me kali poa paua Anu makea vakela Anu makea vakela Koali. Gonna switch instruments real quick. Now it's a gigantic ukulele, right? There we are. All right, we're gonna do a little kiho alu for you. This one I wrote while I was traveling up in Humboldt County in Northern California about a decade ago, inspired by the giant redwood trees. Call this one Redwood Slack Key. Thank you guys so much. That's Redwood Slack Key. Appreciate it. Mahalo nui. I think I got time for a couple more before we roll on. Maybe one more song. Cool. And this song is going to take you. It's the original song I co-wrote with an amazing gentleman on the island of Maui, Keola Donahi, who I met through my good friend Kenneth Makua Kane. And this song talks about where I live in the back of Paololo Valley on Oahu, where I am right now. And this is a song for a special place and a special person. It's called Iuka o Paololo, or the uplands of Paololo. O heno nei no kapua keni keni o na ke ala pui a o ka e la la nei I kunu I kino ke aloha I ono ka ihi mai I uka o palolo lupe ka hene lale mali lihau anu ikali leua e uho ino kaua la e pili wala I valeno kano ika malu olua o ai e vale a kau ai ai Iu kau palolo Lupei ka hene lale mali Lihau anu la e pili Hailai mai ana kapuan no kapua keni keni onaon ke alla pui ao kahanu e uho pili e uho ino kaua la e pili Thank you guys very much. Appreciate it. Iuka opalolo. Mahalo.
Mahalo.
Mahalo. Thank you for being here. All right. We have something
Of
special.
course. Thanks for having me.
Mahalo. We have something special for each of you. Now you have to stay muted, and we've got Brother Byran Tolentino here. So I have a question. I don't see that Pomai has checked in. She might not check until later. Pomai, if you're here, let us know. You might not be identified in your thing. Okay, so she's not here. All right, wait, maybe she...
2 more people.
No, not yet. Okay, so we're still gonna do the song. And basically, what's special about this song is, and you can look up the history of the song, Kaulana Na Pua. And all the artists, everybody stay muted, just all the artists that are gonna participate, we're gonna do this. We worked really hard practicing our own living room. But this is a special song to all for, I need the ukulele. This is a special song from all of our hearts. And really, if you look back at history, as far as Hawaii is concerned, the islands were taken over illegally, okay? Our nation of Hawaii. So this song was written, it's a sad song actually, but it's beautifully written. The music and is beautiful. So I need the lyrics. Okay.
Where are they at?
Right here. Okay. So
So Bill Wynne, I saw you in here. You're going to be doing the last verse, like we discussed on the phone this morning. You want to say hello? So I know you're here.
Bill Wynne,
Sorry, I was on mute. Hello.
you're going to do the last verse, okay?
Right on.
Okay,
Okay, who
and
is
sir, if
who
you
is that?
can mute yourself.
If you're not supposed to be unmuted, can you please mute yourself? We're going to try this. All right. So, Kaulana na Pua. I'm going to start out with my cousin Vern.
And Brian, you've got your part.
Yep.
We know you're here.
Why the hell is the sound going on here?
Sir, please
He's trying to figure it out.
try to mute, figure it out.
Yeah. You can scroll and help him out. Keep going. Yeah. Keep going. Then you see his face.
All right, so Vern, I guess if you can start anytime you're ready.
Alrighty. Here we go, you
need
guys.
to unmute. Let's see, Brian's unmuted.
Yep. No, not yet.
No.
He'll do it. Yep.
There you go.
Here we go.
Because it look good, yeah, dear.
Oh, wait.
Hey, Mom.
Oh, mute my mom.
Mom, mute yourself.
Mute that. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, mute here. Hold on. He is muted over here.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
I'm not muted.
Live from everybody's living room, right? Unmuted.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Brian, unmute yourself.
No, you muted him.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we knew we'd run into problems.
No, you go up. It's not alphabetized.
Okay. Ready?
It moves. I mean, I think we're going to be okay. Just
Okay.
Brian, you need to unmute yourself.
Yeah, he will. He knows how to do this.
All right, we're ready to
Here we
go.
Kaulana na pua o Hawaii. Tupa ama hope o ka aina.
Iki mai ka elele o koloko ino. Pala palu anu me ka pakaha.
Hane mai Hawaii I moku o ke ame. Kokua na honoa o Ilani.
Go ahead, Vince.
Ka ko'o mai ka wa'i o mano. Pa'apu me ke one ka kui hewa.
Aolea e kaui ka hulima. Malu na pepa o ka inepi.
Ho'ohui ai nā ku ai hewa. I ka pono sivila o ke kanaka.
ole mako e mina mina. I ka pu'u kala o ke au puni.
Walava mako i ka pohako, i ka ai ka maha o ka aina.
Mahope mako lili ulani. Aloha ai sa pono ka ina. Haina ia mai ana ka puana. O ka poe I aloha o ka ina.
Mahalo, everybody. Mahalo.
That was awesome. Thank you.
Mahalo. Where's our script? I hope you all enjoyed that. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Ukulele player Byran Tolentino has been well known for the past 38 years as an accompanist who performs locally and abroad with some of Hawaii's most well-known Hawaiian music artists.
Byran has been a contributing musician on over 50 CDs of other artists, as well as compilations adding his unique fairy dusting. His talent to provide color to other artists' songs is sought after time and again, evidenced by all his award-winning recordings featured on Na Hoku Hano Hano, as well as Grammy-nominated CDs, which have also garnered many awards.
As an accompanist, Byran has performed and recorded with notable Hawaiian entertainers such as
Raiatea Helm, Jake Shimabukuro, up-and-coming artist, you know that guy. Herb Ota Jr., another up-and-coming guy. Auntie Genoa Ke'ave, a legend. And Auntie Genoa's granddaughter, Pomaika'i Lyman. Nathan Aviao, Benny Chong, Kale Gamiao, Sunny Lim, Keoki Kahumoku, and Iolani Kama'au.
And let me tell you, when I edited this bio, I left out like half the people. It was like too long. In May of 2005, Byran opened another musical chapter by releasing his solo CD, Ka Ukulele Lele, that became a Na Hoku Hano Hano finalist for Instrumental Album of the Year.
10 years later, in April 2015, he released a duet CD, Ukulele Friends, with Herb Ota Jr., that received a Na Hoku Hano Hano Award for 2016 Ukulele Album of the Year. Byran Tolentino continues to travel locally, nationally, and internationally, sharing his love for the ukulele through performances and workshop. And before he comes on, I gotta say, I played the ukulele for over 50 years, since I was 5. I know, I look 25, right? But Byran, well, I gotta say this was first Herb Ota-san, yeah, number 1 for me growing up. And then when I learned of Byran, wow, a big fan right from the get-go. So mahalo, Byran, for all that you do. And here he is, Byran Tolentino.
Hey, aloha everyone. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, I was running late on one of my, I had the Zoom on, but I was teaching a Skype lesson at the same time. Sorry. But how you guys doing? Good to see everybody. Good to see some of my good buddies out there. There's Vern, Abe. What's up, Abe? I see Neal. I see John.
I think Glenn is here too. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, Glenn and Kurt Scheller, I know is here. But yeah, this is a great thing to be able to connect with all of you in the comforts of your own home and my home. I was fortunate that I was able to work out my schedule that I could be here this weekend. Because it's grandparents' day. It's all of that lessons and but yeah. So I'll play a little. I'll share some. How many of you have taken workshops or from me before? Okay. Maybe what I'll do is I'll teach you a song structure, and then you guys can all play along with me. Okay, and we'll do the short version. So I'll teach you 2 sections. Section 1 will consist of 4 chords. We're going to strum 4 times each. Okay, so the progression is C. So it's 5, 6, ready, 13. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, F. C. Again, I'll play. Ready? 5, 6, 13, yellow. C. C7. F. C. And stop. Okay, you guys try. You ready? Play along. 5, 6, ready. C. C7. F. C. I want you guys to call out the chords. We need a shaker, I think, to keep our beat. Anyway, that was section 1. Section 2 will consist of 4 chords. We're going to play 4 times each, okay? So the sequence is, we're going to play A7, D7, or I don't know why they call this a Hawaiian D7, but whatever is easier for you. So A7, D7, G7, C. Okay, so it sounds like this. I'll play it. 2, 4, 6, 13. A7, D7, so I mean G7, C. I'll do it again. A7, D7, G7, C, and stop. Okay, you guys ready? Jump in now. 5, 6, ready, go. A7, this is section 2. D7, G7, C. Again. A7, D7, G7, C. Okay, so we did 2 sections. Section 1, section 2. You guys ready to do section 1? You guys ready to do section 1? What are the 4 chords? C, C7, F, C. Section 2 was A7, D7, G7, C. Okay. You guys want to try? We'll put it together now. Section 1 and section 2. Here we go. I'll call out the chords in the beginning, but then I want you to, if it's not written down, use your memory. Okay? 5, 6, section 1. C. C7. F. C. Section 2. A7. D7. G7. C. Again, section 1. Section 2. Okay, so that was section 1, section 2. Now I'm going to teach you a vamp in the key of C. Consists of 3 chords, D7, G7, C. So it sounds like this. We're going to play D7 twice, G7 twice, C twice, and then G7 twice. So it sounds like this. Okay? So just play along. I'll start it. The first vamp we'll do 2 times. So we'll play C 4 times in the beginning. And a vamp is just between typical Hawaiian music. It's a turnaround between verses in a Hawaiian mele or song. Okay? So we're going to vamp twice. Then we're going to do section 1, section 2. Then we're going to vamp once. Okay? So So this is what it sounds like. If you want to play along, go ahead, because I cannot hear anyway. You ready? 5, 6, ready, go. G7, C 4 times. D7, G7, C. G7, section 1, C. C7, F, C. Section 2, A7, D7, G7, C. Vamp 2 times. E7, G7. Again, section 1. 1, 1, 2. Section 2. Vamp. Now keep playing, okay? I'll sing. Ko ale ale apaha. Heme ama ama ia. For you and I. Vamp. Section 1 again. Upu e Ihova imehana. Section 2. Waniana hoese kupoli. Vamp. Section 1. She's got such pretty eyes, just right for me. Oh hey, oh hey, Susiana, and Lover. Okay, so what I just taught you, thank you. What I just taught you was a little bit of listening, because you didn't have time to write it down unless you did. But it also focused on song structure. And for those of you who notice, I attempted to sing 3 separate songs with the same song structure, because I do these in my workshops where if I hand it out or had the chart for these 3 songs, you'd just be locked into the book or looking at the song sheet, and you wouldn't be using your listening skill, so that you're just playing instead of reading from a song book or a song chart. But the 3 songs were, what are the 3 songs? Hene Hene Koaka, Noho Pai Pai, and I think Susiana E. And you can sing Ulupalakua, Kale E. There's so many different songs that you can apply to that song structure. And with that song structure, you can also apply it and play it in different keys. Okay, so I'm gonna play that same song structure in the key of G, and just see if you recognize the sound of the chords. And that's okay if you don't know the chords, but see if you recognize that sound structure. Okay, so this is just section 1 and section 2 in the key of G. So here it goes. So there'll be 4 chords for section 1 that I'm gonna strum 4 times each. You'll know there'll be 4 chords, section 2, that I'll strum 4 times each. Correct? Correct? Anybody sleeping? Anybody sleeping out there? Okay, here we go. 5, 6, ready, fire. G, then I'm playing 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, section 2, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Oh, vamp. Now listen to this. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. So with that song structure, you can play it in at least 12 different keys. I can't sing it in 12 different keys, but at least you can play it in 12 different keys, you know. So I just want you to get used to increasing your listening skill. Yeah, because far too often you can get caught up in, you know, if I ask you to play a song, oh, wait, let me get my book, you know, because I need the book as a crutch. Sheet music, those are all guides for us. So that once we learn it, then we turn a page or we cover the book and then we play from here instead of, you know, all the analytical stuff. Because there's so many great teachers out there, but a lot of them, you know, they're teaching you the latest techniques, the latest bells and whistles, basics. But how do you connect all of that? Yeah, well, a lot of it is interpreted in yourself and not always reading the music and stuff. So that's just my bit on sharing, you know, how we learned in Hawaii. It was always nana, yeah. What's the saying? Nana kamaka, ho'olohe kapepeao, and paha kawa'a, which means use your eyes to see, your ears to listen, but shut your mouth and just watch and learn, you know. So, and there's something to be said about that, you know. That's how we learned in Hawaii. Well, my generations was, you know, you hear it, you see it, and you catalog it. So, you know, try and do some of those things if you can. I know it'll enhance a whole bunch of your playing style. Okay. How long do I have? I don't even know. Okay, I'll play this song for you. It's in the key of C if you want to play along, because I can't hear you anyway. So this song speaks of the rolling hills of Pu'uanahulu on Hawaii Island. So it goes out to all of you who are hunkered down and, you know, just being safe, trying to remain healthy. Hey, what's up, John? I see John up there. How's it, John?
How goes?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Okay, song entitled Pu'uanahulu. Can you guys see okay?
Mr. Fairy Dust himself.
Mr. Fairy
Mahalo, brah.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you for having us. Thank you for having me. Please support all the other artists here.
Yes.
I know they have like PayPal and Venmo accounts and stuff. So if you
And Brian, we're just looking at people. Wave your hands if we hosted for Brian to have a workshop. Who might be interested? Because I think
I would be. I would be.
So interested, yeah. So Brian, we'll talk
so-
about that.
So 3 people. Okay, good.
Yeah,
All
well,
right.
3 is more than 2, so.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you so much, Brian.
Thank you. Aloha. Mahalo. Thank you.
Aloha.
Abe Lagrimas is a musician, composer, educator, and author who plays the drums, vibraphone, and ukulele. He studied at Berklee College of Music in Boston, Massachusetts. In 2012, he competed in the highly prestigious Thelonious Monk International Jazz Drums Competition. Since then, he has worked with many artists, such as
Where are we?
Eric. Okay, we'll leave those names out.
Oh, okay.
But Jake was one of them. And he continues to be in demand as a recording session musician in Los Angeles.
Wait, I'll read the name. Eric Mariathis,
We can
Eric
skip over.
Reed, Kamasi Washington, Dante Winslow, Barbara Morrison, Michelle Coltrane, Jake Shimabukuro, up and coming artist, that guy. Kenny Endo.
Okay. As a solo ukulele artist, Abe is a Nahoku Hano Award recipient and has released multiple albums in the United States, Japan, and South Korea. Abe has been featured at ukulele festivals in LA, San Francisco, Palm Springs, Reno, Chicago, New York, and Hawaii. His international performances include Hong Kong, Japan, Thailand, Philippines, Australia, Canada, the Czech Republic, Great Britain, and he has traveled extensively throughout China doing concerts.
Abe is also an educator and has authored ukulele curriculum for instrumental music programs in schools, and also wrote a book, Jazz Ukulele, Comping, Soloing, and Chord Melodies, which is available in stores worldwide and on Amazon. Now here he is, Abe Lagrimas.
Oh, how's it?
Aloha.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah? Right on. Mahalo, Nani and Keith. This is actually my first live concert. So thank you so much for bumping me up. All right. It's coming through? Yeah? All right. Let me switch it here. All right. I'm going to start with an original song that I wrote. This one's called Summer Dance. Sunday Dance, not Summer Dance. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. That was a song called Sunday Dance. I'd like to continue with another song. This is off of my latest project called Elua, which I just found out the other day is a finalist for Instrumental Album of the Year for the Hokus this year. So please check it out. Oh, let me put down all that info. If you're interested in checking me out, and thank you so much for all the donations and all that. People have been very supportive for artists and musicians. So again, mahalo, thank you, Nani and Keith, for having this platform for us to continue to do our thing. To play a song off of that, my latest project. This one is called Mahana. very much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. And I was told to promote ourselves. So if you want to learn that song and other songs off of that album, please check out my book. I left it in the chat. Just go to my website and you can pick up a copy. Okay, it's great, great stuff. It'll keep you busy during this time of year. All right, I'm gonna do one more. And this is off of my jazz record that I put out in 2018. It's only solo piece on the record. And it's called End of the Road. Hope you enjoy it. Mahalo, everybody. Thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.
Nani and Keith, thank you. Thank you so much.
Mahalo.
All right. Aloha.
Over screen here. All right. Mahalo. And everybody, check out the chat. There's information from the artists or fans of the artists, how to support them. Their Venmo or PayPal and so on. Thank you all for doing this. And I know in the chat, people were saying the PayPal, our PayPal. Try Gaithersburg Ook Fest.
Gaithersburg Ook Fest at gmail.com.
Yeah.
And you look that up, you'll be able to donate. Sorry for the confusion. We thought we had it down, but apparently we didn't. A sound piece of the past seems to haunt the soul as you listen to a voice of a young woman that resembles a beloved Auntie Genoa Keawe in her younger years. Pomaika'i was able to learn and develop the unique style of ha'i that her tutu Genoa Keawe mastered and performed throughout Hawaii and many parts of the world. Now, many who enjoy listening to Genoa Keawe's music are pleased to hear that Pomaika'i has continued the honor and responsibility of carrying on this musical tradition and legacy.
Okay, everybody applaud my husband for Howley Boy saying Hawaiian names.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm not done yet.
No, you're not done. Born and raised on Oahu, Pomaika'i attended Punahou School, class of 99. Then continued on to graduate from Brigham Young University in Provo, Utah, with a Bachelor of Science in Economics, 03 grad. After returning home from BYU, she married Shane Lyman, Kamehameha School grad, 95, class of 95, and they now have 4 children, all of whom have developed their own interest in the family legacy through hula and mele.
After her tutu Genoa Keawe's passing in 2008, Pomaika'i continued her grandmother's weekly appearance at the Moana Terrace, which is located at the Waikiki Beach Marriott, taking it into its 20th anniversary before the Keawe Ohana completed their final evening there. In addition to being a music teacher at various schools under both the Pahinui Foundation and the Mana Maoli Foundation, Punahou School and Kamehameha Schools, she has also held the title of Mrs. Hawaii International, and that she held that in 2016.
Her passion for Hawaiian music, language, and culture is eminent in her constant desire to uplift and strengthen Hawaii's youth by organizing and participating in numerous projects that bring those elements together. She is also involved in furthering the mission of a nonprofit organization established in honor of her tutu's legacy of music and aloha, the Genoa Keawe Foundation.
Now here she is, Pomaika'i Lyman.
Oi, how's it?
Aloha.
Aloha to you. Aloha. Mahalo for being here.
I'm getting used to this Eastern Standard Time and Pacific. I actually thought it was 10:30. So when you were texting me, I said, oh, I'm an hour off. So anyway, mahalo nui for having me here. It's such a blessing to be able to share any chance that we have. And I'm grateful to those of you, especially our ohana who is far, for, finding this way. I'm glad that we are all finding this way to connect with each other. I think it's, now there's really no excuse. Our kupuna didn't have this. And I remember my tutu sitting on the phone for 3 hours with people, just like this, and they can't even see each other, but all you hear is stories and stories. So this is really neat to be able to connect with everyone. So aloha, everyone. I have to go into my gallery view so I can see everyone. If you see me, can you shoot me a shaka? Yeah.
You get plenty East Coast fans, girl. I think Uncle Glenn here at Bayashi is on here. My mom and dad are on here. Molokai is on here. DJ. So lots of people from all over the world.
Where's mom and dad? Auntie Julia.
Yep, she's there somewhere.
Okay, this is so neat. And then there's all of you who choose to keep your videos off, yeah? This is so neat and I really appreciate it. So anyway, you know, I'm here, I'm coming to you folks from Papakolea. Where I sit actually is in my tutu's room, and this space that I'm in right here is where her final resting place was, yeah, before we took her away. And that was about 12 years since she passed. February 25th made 12 years. But I've been singing a lot of Papakolea, but today I'd like to do a different song for you. This is a song that she would open a lot of her sets with. And I know that some of you know this mele, so I encourage you, of course, and they probably have said it too. If you know it and you would like to sing along, please be my guest, sing along. I think you have to keep yourself muted though, so that there's no confusion and delay. But please sing along with me. And this is an ukulele. It's a kamaka, but this is an ukulele that my neighbor across the street, the Alanas, you know, they called me up. They said, T, can we give you our ukulele? Because we're not playing it and we want it to be played. And so I've been playing this ukulele for the past like 3 weeks already. And yeah, just real quick, I'll show you my little stash of ukulele here. Yep. A lot of ukulele there. My tutu was given so many ukulele, but I hope every ukulele, every home needs an ukulele. So if you don't have an ukulele in your home, make sure you go get one, okay? It's so tiny. It can go with you on the airplane when we can fly. It can go with you anywhere. You can take it to the hospital, celebration, whatever, okay? Here we go. Can you hear me okay? Okay, good. So I wanted to share a special message today, and since I only have, maybe 2 more songs or so, this is, Nani, correct me if I'm wrong, 2 more songs.
Yeah, so Pomai, you're doing so much for our community, even right now, the Hawaiian community.
Technically, you're supposed to end at 4, but what's time?
Yeah, right? You know how it goes. I know you're busy. You have you're doing different things,
So if you want to slide past 4 o'clock a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
We don't care.
But share some stuff that's
go as long as
helping the community, now. But by the way, that was beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I do want to send a special shout out to, I just got back from Kaneohe. I was in Kaneohe, and I went to visit Uncle Kimo Adams, who gifted me this beautiful, he gifted, his tree is blossoming like crazy. It was actually ready for Mary Monarch. He had an order of 100 leis, and that is no longer, of course, because of the Mary Monarch situation. But he is in this Kaneohe magazine. For those of you who are interested, Uncle Kimo Adams, this is his business, Ka'ulu La'o. Can you see that? I'll drop it somewhere. I'll give it to Nani them, and they can share with all of you. But they have this beautiful write-up on him, Pua Keni Keni, the flower of Kaneohe. Yeah. And if you go to Kaneohe and you look, there are a ton of Pua Keni Keni trees in blossom. So I don't know if you can smell the lei through the Zoom video.
Yeah, pass them to me through the screen.
It smells lovely in this bedroom.
That's for Nani.
Okay, I guess I will add it in the chat as soon as I'm done with this portion.
Poma, that's where Nani is from. She's from Kaneohe.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And Auntie Tammy them are doing wonderful things for the kupuna, especially on that side of the island, but all over. So mahalo nui to Uncle Herbert and Auntie Julia. Mahalo for raising wonderful children that are doing this kind of thing, Even far across the world, they recognize their kuleana, and they are doing with their best to malama. So mahalo nui. I do want to share a message. When we were asked, part of my work is to teach in schools, and I started as a teacher because I was assisting Alan Akaka at Kamehameha Schools when he was director of the Performing Arts Academy. Mainly, I was fulfilling my scholarship hours. I had to give community service to Native Hawaiians. And so because he was the overseer of that program, he graciously brought me in just as office staff first. And then I worked my way up to being a teaching assistant. And then I became an instructor. And today I now have what would be considered his position. The title has changed. It's now unit coordinator, but I do oversee that program, the Performing Arts Academy, where students from all over the islands, and it was meant to be an outreach thing. So we have more students that are not from Kamehameha than are from Kamehameha. So it's another one of Kamehameha School's efforts to reach out to as many of Hawaii's youth as they can. Anyway, that has led me to opportunities of teaching in the DOE, the public school system, but also at Punahou School. I teach after school ukulele, and I'm a substitute there. And then working with the Manamauli organization as a kumu in Hawaiian-focused charter schools. We have 10 on Oahu and 4 on Kauai that we are servicing. And, as an educator, as a teacher, we are trained all the time to deal with student issues. And one of the things that was weighing heavily on my heart during this time is that there is a great push and a mandate for everyone to stay home, stay home. That's all we hear is stay home. And if you're choosing not to stay home, you get these stink eyes everywhere. Yeah, everybody's looking at you like, what are you doing out? You're not wearing a mask. You need to go home and stay home. But that is so not the nature of our culture. Yeah, our culture is to be around people, to share hugs, to honi, and to exchange breath. And you do that when you're in the classroom. But during this time, I realized that there are children who are not in safe places in their homes. And so it sparked, you know, conversation with some dear friends of mine who are now moving towards helping to raise awareness on the situation. And so I can speak more to it as I go throughout my segment, but I just wanted to kind of put that on all of your hearts and share with you what's on my heart, and have you just be aware that as we look here, even as we're looking here at this wonderful grid of faces and people in different parts of the world, and I see all of you, maybe I can't see your eyes totally well right now, they're just little dots, but if you came close, I could. But as a teacher, when there you are, I see you. As a teacher, when I'm teaching my classes now on Zoom or Google Classroom or WebEx, whatever system we're using, it's now that I have to be able to look into these students' eyes and recognize if there's any issues going on in their home. You know, as teachers, that's what we do. We want to help students to progress and to be the best that they can be. And if there's anything standing in their way, we want to help them to navigate through. But a dear friend of mine, actually my grandmother's, who is also a producer and a song composer that you are familiar with, he composed the song Hanalei Moon. His name is Bob Nelson. And he used to live in Phoenix. And I remember as a little girl that my grandma would be calling him on the phone and talking with him. And this is one of those people that she would talk with for hours. And my room was actually right across the hall. And this was one of the songs that he composed that I remember him teaching to my grandmother over the phone. And she would sing it back to him. You know, the kind, talk, talk, talk. Okay, I'm gonna put the phone down, okay? And then put the phone down. And then no more speaker phone, right? It's just the phone. So I'm gonna put the phone down. And then she would play for him and then pick it up. And then you give your feedback. No interrupting on speakerphone. So this is a song that I learned that I remember hearing as a little girl. And as I grew older to become a mother myself, I never understood the meaning behind the words until I became a mother myself. And so I want to share this with all of you, and I hope you enjoy it. And, you know, I'll share with you a little bit more about our efforts to help those who are in need, who are not in safe spaces in their homes. But let me share this song with you. I'm doing my best not to get emotional, yes, but I'm looking at myself and I can see my tutu right here. So she's here with us. This is Tutu. Just a little girl in the eyes of a mother, just a little girl to love. Just a little girl in the eyes of a father, just a little girl to love. Love her and teach her all the good things in your heart. For just when you reach her, it's time to be apart. Just a little girl in the eyes of a mother, just a little girl to love. Just a little girl in the eyes of a father, just a little girl to love. She will know as she grows how she was loved by you when she has the eyes of a mother too. ikamaka o kamama. He pualei makamai. He pualei ikamaka o kapapa. He pualei makamai. Ho heno aha avi. Ina mea Pomaika'i. Ke nui a e oia. E ha alele ai. Ke pualei I kamaka o kamama. He pualei makamai. He pualei ikamaka o kapapa. He pualei makamai. Mapopo oia ke nuia e. Kamana o ke alu. Ke lilo oia I makua I iniku. When she has the eyes of a mother true. Just a little girl. Mahalo. Mahalo for allowing me to share that mele and to share some of my thoughts. I wanted to ask, I guess I'm going to take a minute to ask Nani if there's anybody. Hi, cousin. I see my cousin Kama there.
Yeah, folks, you can unmute yourself, but only one person can talk at a time. Ask for my questions. Go ahead and unmute yourself. And
hi, Brian. I see you too.
Oh my! Make sure you put any links that you to the efforts that you're making. Those children at risk that you were talking about in the chat room, so people can check that out if you haven't already.
Okay, I will.
Right.
I wanted to ask if anybody has any requests or special requests. And while I'm waiting for any requests to come in, hey, so one of, I just spoke with you about the initiative of helping those who are not in safe spaces. One of the key individuals in helping me to plan is actually here right now. His name is David Tautofi. He's the head coach at Kaimuki football. But he also has his own youth organization to help develop them and help them to realize potential. But he was one of the individuals, and actually Jake is another one of those individuals, Shimabukuro. And so the three of us have been working fearlessly over the past 2 weeks to try and see if we can implement things. And I'm putting in the chat room right now the website that Jake, using his contacts, was able to have his friend help with putting up, and you can check it out on your own. homeisnotasafeplaceforeveryone.com. It's so simple. It's long, but it's easy to remember. Yeah, home is not a safe place for everyone. And so we're hoping to reach out to individual families that are in need and extract them from their situations and help to provide a program that will just help them to grow and get through their situations. So aloha, David. I see you. Any questions for me or requests?
Toma, if it's not too much trouble, can you tell Jake we have an opening on May 9th?
Yeah, I will.
We do. And,
I will. That's the only guy I'm still, that's the only guy that can get online on Facebook and within the first 30 seconds, he's over 2,000 viewers.
And then his battery running low too, yeah?
Yeah, and then he's not using a fancy system and his battery dies and he has to redo it. Yeah, hello. Only
Jake, yeah. Of course, the request from me would be Alika.
Oh yeah, so Alika means I'm done. Does that mean I'm done?
No, I'm just saying that's a request. No, somebody else gave another
DJ had one too, I think.
No, I don't know.
He's sitting with my mother-in-law.
But he can unmute himself, DJ. What's the request? Mom, you have a request? DJ can help you.
What about for, you know what? Can I do a song for Mom and Dad? Are they listening?
Yes.
Auntie Julia, Uncle Herbert, where are you? I want to see them though. See them. Hiding. Are they in Molokai?
Yeah, yeah, they staying put.
Hey, Pomai, you can scroll the screen, the gallery, so you can see the other people.
Okay, I'm scrolling. Oh, there I see Uncle Herbert.
Hey, yeah. That's Mom and Dad.
Okay, I am muted you, Mom. Say hello.
Aloha, aloha.
Aloha, how are you folks? How is it going over there in Molokai?
We're Maika'i. And of course, Tammy sent us a care package.
Of course.
Yeah, And yesterday they had a drive-through birthday party.
Yes.
Kamalani made 16, so they had a drive-through party.
Oh my gosh, Kamalani is 16 already. Oh
you drive through, you say happy birthday, and then you get a loud plate with all the goodies.
Oh, my daughter just turned 16 too.
So. You see, you better check out Danny.
Okay, so as we speak right now, it must be my adrenaline, and I'm so happy to see all of you. I'm gonna leave for like a quick second and turn on my fan. Okay. Okay. I gotta go turn on my fan because it is hot in here. It's getting hot in here. Okay.
I thought you said turn over the spam.
Hey, William.
Okay, so do you have any requests, Auntie, Uncle?
Oh, Alika.
Oh.
It runs in the family.
It's so funny. Okay.
For my.
Yeah, I'll do Alika because I see it's now 10:07 Hawaii time, which means I'm overtime. Yeah, because you folks said I had to.
No such thing as overtime. We have nowhere to go, Pomai.
Oh yes, that's right. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do Alika, and then I just want to say thank you very, very much for having me on this show. I see all of my good friends and my family in here, and it's really nice just to see people. And every day I'm up at 4:30. I'm up in the streets of Papakolea. We're handing out meals to our families, thanks to Malama Meals, and even the work that Auntie Tammy them are doing for the kupuna. All of these food establishments that are reaching out to help provide for the kupuna so that they don't have to leave their homes. Some of them cannot even leave their homes. And so, it's been a blessing, not just to receive meals, but for us to be masked up and sharing our gloves and handing meals and seeing everyone in our community. Yeah, we all close to everyone in our community, Papakolea, and I'm sure I see Waimanalo, all the different communities becoming stronger, because in the end, the people who live around you, those are the ones that you're going to see the most. Yeah. So anyway, we do this song in honor of Tutu. You see Tutu right here. Yeah. She is the reason that I do a lot of what I do, and my children are the reason, my family. And as we help and serve others and keep Heavenly Father at the forefront of all we do, that He will continue to bless all of us. And so I leave that with you. And let's do Alika, everybody. It's in the key of C. Okay. So let me see you bust out all your ukuleles, and we're all going to play.
Okay, wait, I'm gonna mute Mom so it doesn't lag. I love my mom, but.
I love you. I love you. Okay.
Love you too.
Find her first. Wait. Oh, DJ, where you stay?
At the table.
He's having breakfast.
Oh, hi, Uncle. Okay.
Dad made French toast and easy over eggs and bacon.
Okay, wait.
Okay, so you know when we get to the part where I hold the note, then I would love for everybody to unmute themselves, and I want to hear the high G from everybody. Here we go. Ay, ay, ay. Nobody unmuted. To have a moment. I appreciate all of you.
Mahalo, mahalo, mahalo. Yeah. Woo, I'm speechless.
Any questions? Any questions? Yeah. No.
Well, actually, I have a comment. Thanks to my husband, who's really the producer of all these efforts that we've done to have artists here. And so when he said, I got a hold of Pomaika'i Lyman.
Did I do okay?
I'm like, what?
I didn't know who you were. So that's why I wasn't afraid to ask you to be on the show, because I didn't really know who you were. But I'm so glad I got to meet you, and you're doing wonderful things in the islands for the people that I love, Hawaiian folks, ever since we got married back in 1986. And I'll never forget my mother-in-law, who I call Mom now. When I got to the house in Kaneohe on Johnson Road, first thing she said, she was waiting for me when I got off the airport and they drove me, to the house. She said, "Welcome home, son." And that's not Hawaiian. I don't know what is. And here I am as pale. I was a lot paler back then. And but she had heard, from Nani about me and knew that she loved me and that I was God's will for her as a life mate and friend and everything else. So really, really special, the Aloha spirit, and you definitely have it, and I felt it. I think everyone here that felt that Aloha spirit. Thank you so much for coming. Thanks to all of the guests we had today. Neal Chin, Stephen Inglis, we had Byran Tolentino, Abe Lagrimas, and of course, Pomaika'i Lyman.
And then my cousins, Vern and Vince Fernandez.
Vern and Vince,
yes.
I guess they're still here. They were just totally awesome. And we had another special guest, Bill Wynne.
Bill Wynne, yep.
So what a lineup.
Yeah, yeah.
That was pretty awesome. Next week, we're going to have Andrew Molina, and perhaps his dad.
And his dad.
Will be playing, Jay. Faith Thompson Ako. Mm-hmm. Got it right. Francisco Albertazzi, he's actually from Italy. He'll be joining us. We'll have people from as far away as Hawaii all the way to Italy. It's like 12 hours of difference between those two time zones. Louisa Hall from right here in Northern Virginia, near where we live, and Pete McCarty, who's just a great performer. He loves to jam. If you like to jam with Pete, Petey Mac, he goes by actually. He lives in Tennessee, I believe. So we've got a great lineup next week. We hope all of you join us. Next week, it'll be the same number, the meeting ID that you used to get into this meeting. We just ask that you please do not share this number on social media. Just tell people about it. Tell them that they have to email us at gaithersburgookfest@gmail.com. And that's how they would find, and then we would send it to them. We vet them a little bit. And we send it out, and then probably starting in May, we'll have the traditional meeting ID plus password, and we'll let everybody know about that at that time.
So you don't have to leave. I have a special request from my mom and DJ. I think DJ Powell Eat Breakfast now. If they can do a duet from where they're at, then.
We saw 61 people in the meeting. If you want to stay and listen to a special number.
Yeah, you don't have to stay.
But if you want to leave, that's fine too.
So DJ and Mom, you guys good? Can unmute yourself. I don't know if they're still here or not. Gotta look for them.
Okay, yeah, wait, hold on.
Unmute, yeah.
You have to turn off the other phone, brother.
Yeah, turn off the other device because the echo.
Echo.
Or turn off the audio of the second device. That's all you got to do. Just turn off the audio.
Okay, can you hear us?
Yes.
But mine's off.
Okay.
Hers is on.
DJ, you still have the audio on the second device. Just turn the audio off so there's no echo.
It is off on mine.
No, still on the other one then. Turn the audio off One of them is on. Or
Mom's is on, mine's off.
I don't know. Well, just log out of them then. I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna log out.
Yeah, just log. Oh,
And then
you
you
guys
can
are
look for
funny.
the
You're
phone.
sitting next to each other. You have two devices going on.
No, I mean disconnect the audio.
Oh, I see. Okay.
There's another spot I had to disconnect, but okay. I'm gonna go out anyway. Hold on.
Yeah, he can log out.
Okay,
So we can find our words.
now there's no echo, so thank you everyone for joining in, and hope you continue to.
What's on your right? Oh, cola.
As long as we're, you know.
Yeah, put this over there. Oh wow. And then
Like my
no, you play. You just play, and I sing along with you.
No, you're singing the lead. You have to take the lead.
Yeah.
I'm not singing the lead.
Yeah. Okay, we try to get ourselves organized over here.
You're good.
You play, and then
I'll sing with you on the side.
yeah, on the side, and then so you can catch up. Yeah. Then,
We play everything.
My mom.
You got it?
Yeah. And your volume up, yeah. You can hear fine.
Can you hear, Nani?
Yes.
Can you hear? We cannot hear you. I don't know why I cannot hear you.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
But you cannot see us.
I bet you can hear us.
Yeah, I see your bacon.
Yeah, you see my bacon.
Oh, back the thing backwards. That's why.
There we go. There we go. No better.
All right.
Now, maybe I like the bacon view now.
Nani vale kilihune neika uwali Nani vale kilihune neika uwali O kapio anapai o kea duhe koheno alaika laula
Hola.
Kaulana no vaya una que como kawai a omanu Kumakaka ikena yavai leva koyave aveika yanena upali E ora ka opua Uki laki inoa o ina ole kalana na manabai o una Aina kaloa Aina ka inoa o ina ole kalana na manabai o una
Hanaho. I have a hula song request, DJ and Mom.
What?
A hula song request. Ka'ulu vehi o ke kai. We have
Oh.
hula dancers here today. So they're going to get up from their couch. Come on, Auntie Carol. Auntie Claire, I don't know who else here. But everybody can put it on gallery view so you can see the hula dancers.
Yeah, yeah. We're going to eat, sing, and dance. We're good at that because we've been down in the house so long. We can do everything.
Charlie.
In the Kia C.
Oh, okay, you go dance in the Kia C.
Yeah.
Right on.
Kakao.
Oh, Pomaika'i, get him.
Hola, ahel.
Hey, oh, no, ke aku, ke kai mo wana nui hila, nui ke amaha, ehi I poine, me ke alau kali poa. Hey, hey, oh, no, ke aku, ke kai mo wana nui hila, nui ke aloha, ehi I poine, me ke alo kali poa. Heli poa, heli poa I pai ke one hinu la, dela I kala, kahe ea e, mai mana no kono ke ia, mai kai. Heli poa, heli poa I pai ke one hinu la, dela I kala, kahe ea e, mai mana no kono ke ia. Ho'okahu, ho'okahu e kalimu kohu, ke kawilu na o na mokula, o ia mokula la e ho, o ne ana I ho I ane. Ho'okahu, ho'okahu e kalimu kohu, ke kawilu na o na mokula, o ia mokula la e ho, o ne ana I ho I ane. Haina, haina mai ka puana, kali I poa me kalimu kohu, oa pili o e me ka pahe, anone me kali palu. Haina mai ka puana, kali I poa me kalimu kohu, oa pili o e me ka pahe, anone me kali palu. Anoni me kali palu, anoni me kali palu. Woo! My kai, everybody.
Mahalo.
And I miss
wanna know
hugging
where's the
everybody.
poke and the poi. Oh my goodness.
Oh, and the Opihi.
Oh, and the Opihi. Oh my gosh. Right?
Oh, and the Owama.
Oh.
Wrong. Wrong.
And the Owama was wrong.
You guys got more for us?
No, that's good.
We'll get more, but not for you.
Oh, it's so nice to see everybody. Vince, Vern, Jenny, oh, Pomaika'i.
How are things in Molokai, Mom?
It's very beautiful. It's calm. And, you know, we have been blessed. We've been taken care of. You know, it's been really good. And again, DJ came this morning. I did not expect him, but that's good. Because when he came, I still had my pajamas.
Well, thank you, DJ.
Ay, Meiki.
Mahalo for
No kahaoli.
You got to put yourself out there for hire. Check birthday. Mahalo for helping, Mom.
No worries, I'm good.
Vincent, Vern, you want to play anything else?
Vincent and Vern, take us out.
You brought us in, you took us
Okay.
out.
We can do something. We can do something. What do you want to do, Vern?
Vern, you know, when I'm sitting here and listening to all of this, I'm just thinking of, you know, your grandma. We stay at the house and then we get the color fish by the fireplace going. And then I remember you guys working at the hotel at Pebble Beach
I'm just picking.
and bringing home the salmon.
Salmon head.
You remember the salmon head, the belly? Yeah, you know, that was so, oh no. I tell you, fun memories.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, Auntie. It's good to see you guys too.
Same here.
Yeah, we should take it out with Hawaii Aloha, right?
There you go. There you go.
Here we go, you guys. Mahalo for coming, and mahalo, Nani and Keith.
Yeah, okay, Mom.
Yes,
Mom,
yes.
we're gonna let you start it out. And then Mom,
Oh,
Mom.
Yes.
Mom.
we're gonna let Vince and Vern take a turn. So when they take a turn, no play.
Okay.
And then so we see how this goes. So you start us out. What key?
C. C.
Huh?
Charlie.
Charlie.
C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
E Hawaii kone wanau e Kuhone kula ivine Olino ina kono bagimu E Hawaii aloha.
Okay, Vern, go.
E haoli na opio Hawaii nei oli e mai na he a he makani e ka mai Mo ke aloha no Hawaii
E haoli na opio Hawaii nei oli mai na he a he makani he pamai nei Mau ke aloha o Hawaii.
All right, William, go.
E haoli na opio Hawaii nei Oli e
right, mahalo, Auntie. E hau ole e nā o pio Hawaii nei. Oli e, oli e. Mai nā ahe makani e pā mai nei. Mau ke aloha, aloha Hawaii. Mau ke aloha, aloha Hawaii. Mahalo. Unmute yourselves, guys. Mahalo.
Mahalo, everybody.
Aloha.
Mahalo.
Thanks, guys. That was fun.
Hi, Grandma.
Hello, Nani. Love you guys.
Aloha.
Aloha, Auntie.
Thanks, Aunt Nani.
Hello, everyone. Guys.
Great to see everybody.
Hello.
Guys.
Mahalo, Kama, for coming.
Here you go. We'll put the track.
Mom, do you see Kama Hopkins on here?
Yes. Yeah.
They had
100
at one point. Yeah, wow.
Oh, 25 minutes.
Bye, Merv.
1 hour.
Wait.
25.
Oh.
Hey, Kurt.
How'd you came,
Kelly.
Kurt?
Love you guys.
Show your face.
Hey, Alan.
Hey. Luke.
That's fine.
Rob, thanks for coming, buddy.
Mahalo. 4 has been scratched and 5 has been scratched. What?
Mahalo, Bill. Bill left.
Bill still there?
Hey,
4 and 5. So that's what I usually do. You do 3 and 8. Well, 8 sure don't look good.
Do you?
See you. You have to do 3.
Mike, thanks for coming, Mike and Tony. Enjoyed.
Are you
Thanks
still
for
on?
dressing up, aloha style.
Guess I'll have to do
Good to see you, Mom.
6. Yeah.
I see your iPhone. I don't see you. There you are. See the top of your head.
Tony, Mike.
There you are.
Hello.
Do you see Luke and Leia? Enjoy it, Mom? Mom,
Huh?
did you enjoy the show?
Are you talking to me, Keith?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you still on?
Okay, bye.
Bye, Mom. Love you.
Love you guys.
I'm glad you got on Zoom finally. Oh.
I know. Isn't that wonderful?
We got both of you on the same time.
Bye, TJ. Mahalo.
God bless. Take care.
Same to you. Malama pono.
Look at that. It showed.
Hey, you
it
guys
showed
can beat the
Luke.
cut tomorrow, too. Again. I know.
Hi, with Scotty.
Yeah, with Scotty.
Can hook me up? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But this time I like see everybody, though.
All right, we'll try.
All right, mahalo.
Love you.
Aloha.
Have a good day.
Hi,
You
Tom.
too.
See you in the corner.
And the whole thing filled out for them.
How's it, William? How are you guys doing? I saw Ann there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She was out shopping and she came home.
I saw her. She was there quite a bit.
Okay, good.
Yeah, she was playing ukulele and then.
This is in Tampa.
Hey, there she is.
Doing housework.
So did you enjoy the show, Bill and Ann?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.